Juzi nimeita TV nikasema askari wako pale ya nchi jirani. Sasa ndio nimeona Governor wa Mandera ameamuka analia.
Who should Kenyans believe?
The Jubbaland forces have been pushed out of Bulhawa, that is the Somalia town, and they are operating from the Mandera side, a place called BP1. Last night, unfortunately, we lost a mother.
You see, in the past 48 hours, Gachagua and Governor Adan Khalif have sounded the alarm over Mandera's fragile security, warning that Somali militias have effectively taken control of Mandera County. And just hours ago, Gachagua doubled down, demanding the Kenya Defense Forces flush out the Jubbaland forces before the region slips completely out of Nairobi's hands. He claims their stay has already left at least 5 people dead. Yet, according to him, the government in Nairobi isn't even shaken.
Juzi nimeita TV nikasema askari wako pale ya nchi jirani. Sasa ndio nimeona Governor wa Mandera ameamuka analia ati asaidiwe. Tumeona ya kwamba nchi yetu imevamiwa by troops from foreign countries. Pale Mandera, maaskari ya Jubbaland wameingia Mandera. They have occupied more than half of the town. Waliua watu 5. 7 people have been injured, and many people have been displaced, including schools. And the mandate of the Kenya Defense Forces is to protect our territorial integrity. And it cannot be that foreign forces are in our land and the government is quiet, the Commander-in-Chief is quiet. We are asking the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces to immediately order an operation to flush out foreign troops out of our land. This is our country. We have a responsibility to protect our territorial integrity, and it cannot be that forces from Somalia can come into Kenya and occupy our land and terrorize our people. Yet the government is quiet and the leaders of Mandera are quiet. So tuambie watu ya Mandera, hata viongozi wenu wakinyamaza, sisi tuko. Tutatetea nyinyi kwa sababu hatuwezi kubali muangaishwe na magaidi kutoka nchi jirani.
On the ground, the residents echo the fears, saying daily life has turned into a gamble of survival.
Lakini hatujapitia hatari ile tuko leo hapa. Leo tuko maisha yetu iko hatarini. Jeshi ya Somalia ambayo walikuwa wanapigania ya Jubbaland ambao walipigania Bulhawa walivuka ubandi baada ya kushindwa, wanaletwa hapa katikati ya Bibiwan na shamba Bula na shamba sehemu kidogo. Hakuna mtu anaweza enda choo, hakuna mtu anaweza enda shamba, tuko hatarini.
Governor Khalif went further, alleging that both the Jubbaland forces and Al-Shabaab militias hold sway across Mandera, even occupying a primary school at one point.
And I can confirm that in our counties, a huge chunk of the area is now being partially controlled by Al-Shabaab. I can tell you for Mandera, Al-Shabaab presence and sightings are more than 60% of Mandera County.
But the state paints a very different picture. Officials continue to project calm, boasting of developments in the region. Take the case of the disputed primary school.
They have opened a camp in BP1. BP1 primary school is now closed. And there are people who want to do exam in the next 1 month. How do you close a public school and turn it into a military training camp? It is impossible.
Adan Khalif claimed Jubbaland forces had occupied it. Hours later, Mandera East Deputy County Commissioner James Chacha swiftly countered, insisting schools had reopened and there is no cause for alarm. According to Chacha, over 5,000 Somali refugees who had occupied classrooms agreed to vacate after interventions by the Kenya Red Cross and security agencies. They were given 2 choices: register officially as refugees and move into camps, or return to Somalia. Now, the refugees had fled into Mandera last month, escaping fierce battles between Somalia's federal troops and Jubbaland forces fighting over the disputed Gedo region. Now, their presence in local schools had raised concerns among parents and students who feared classes would not resume for that term.
Hakuna mtu anaweza enda choo, hakuna mtu anaweza enda shamba, tuko hatarini. Tunaomba serikali ya Kenya. Kenya inasema tunachunga mali ya watu na binafsi yao. Kenya kama inajua ama hajui, tunataka watu jue leo tuko ile shida tuko. Hawa wanakaa hapa, wale wengine wanakaa mbele yao uzo wengine, tuko hatarini. Vita ikaanzika hapo, tuko hatarini. Tuko hatarini. Ile misho kabisa. Watu wamehama robo ama nusu ya watu wamehama. Tuko tu wachache ambayo wameshinda kuhama kwa ajili ya ng'ombe na shamba. Sasa tunaomba serikali watusaidie atoe hawa, na tunaomba MB atusaidie aongee na serikali kuu ili tupate msaada ya kuhamisha hawa na tuishi vile walikuwa tunaishi zamani.
The people are dying for hunger. The farms, they are destroying their farms. They are destroying their property. Nobody is talking about that place, this place. We are in fear of these people. We want to tell the government to take action from these people.
But the big question still remains, is Mandera really secure, or are Kenyans being fed two versions of the truth? Critics argue it isn't, and point to Deputy President Kithure Kindiki's visit last week as proof.
Mimi nimesikia juzi kuna watu wengine wanasema ati sijui Lafe na Mandera ati tuwache kubadilisha ile mfumo ilikuwa inasumbua vijana.
You see, when Kindiki landed for his empowerment tour in Mandera County, he was flanked by the Special Operations Group, Kenya's elite counter-insurgency unit, dressed in full tactical gears and armed with Stag M3 rifles. They moved with him like a human shield. From the moment he sat down to the moment he addressed the crowd, the SOG formed a tight circle around the deputy president, scanning the crowd with surgical precision, ready to neutralize any threat. Now, the optics were hard to ignore. If the state's number 2 requires a war-zone level escort in Mandera County, then critics say it signals one thing: the government itself does not trust the county's security. So, who should we trust? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's see you next time.